Hello there. My name is David Perez with C7T1. I am super excited to be sharing this video with you about the origins of C7T1, where it came from, and telling you really the story of how that name was developed, where it came from, and what it means to me. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is intentionally today, did this on a Monday. It's a rainy day. Um, one of the things I'm going to be talking about a lot is authenticity. So I'm just going to share with you right now. I am not wearing any makeup. I didn't shave. I'm wearing a regular shirt and not a suit. This is a formal introduction. However, I also want to show this side of me because I think it's very important that we live our lives authentically and with purpose. And so with that, first I'd like to say again, welcome. Thank you for watching this show. We intend to do a series of these, and I want to start with, hopefully this will inspire you to follow, like, share, and even comment. We welcome all of your feedback, good and bad. We welcome even some ideas on future shows or things that you'd like to discuss. If you have further questions based on something that maybe I don't answer for you today, feel free to share that in the comment section, as I welcome those completely. So as I start here, one thing I want to say is we'll start with the T1 part. The most important part that I have felt in my experience, now over 50 years of life, is that transformation is important. We should all seek and endeavor to transform our lives in positive ways so that we can impact not only our business, but also our relationships and connection with others. It's so important to constantly be finding ways to evolve as a person and improve. Some call it self-improvement, some call it yoga, some call it Pilates. There's a lot of different ways to go about this. But one of the most simple ways I'd heard initially when talking about transformation was that information plus application equals transformation. And when I looked into that, I felt like there was so much more to it. When you look at transformation, it's not really a simple process. There's many different components, many different moving parts, and many different struggles that we have to work through either personally or professionally to achieve the things that we want to achieve. So I'm going to start now with the 7 C's and why that's important. And we may not all struggle with each and every one of them. Some of us have different types of struggles with some of these words, but I'm going to express each one of them initially, and then I'll go into each one individually a little bit deeper. So the first one is about courage. The second one is about conviction. Then we have cancel, we have create, we have change, commit, and then connection. Each one of those is so important, and I find that for myself, I struggle with the cancel part. Many of us, and I'll get into that in just a moment, but many of us struggle with one of those words in our lives. If we're being really authentic and we're looking deeply into the mirror, which one do you feel like you struggle with the most? I'd love to hear, just on the surface, when you hear those words, which one resonates with you the most? Which ones do you feel strongest at, and which ones do you feel like you might want to look at a little more deeply and try to improve upon and do so with a focus? So the first one I'll talk about here is courage, and it's kind of pretty obvious what that might mean for some people. For some, it's just I have a fear of change. This is normal. This is my life. I'm comfortable on this treadmill. I'm comfortable in this space. Don't really have the courage to do something radical or change my mindset or my approach or my daily activities. So the first step I would say when it comes to transformation is courage. The next one is conviction. Do I believe I need to make a change? Do I acknowledge or accept that what I'm doing or my mindset where it currently is needs to be changed? So do I have conviction to do something about it? So courage, conviction. The next one is cancel, and this is the one I struggle with. I might have the courage to do it. I might say I will. I might have the conviction, but to actually cancel some of those habits that might be toxic, that might be holding us back from advancing either our career, our relationships. Um, it could be our business. It could be many different things. But recognizing the need to cancel certain things, it could be a relationship. It could be a bad habit such as drinking or smoking. Those things can hold us back. So that's also a key component of one of the 7 C's that I consider here. The next is to create. So how do you devise a plan? What do you do to ensure that, um, or what inspires you also to take the steps that you need to do? So have you thought about it? Do you have somebody that's there to guide you? Somebody that can help you with creative ideas to implement, or things that it could be a book, it could be a podcast, it could be a show, it could be TED Talks. There's a lot of different things that you can do to be creative so that you can change that mindset. The next is to actually change. So, and again, this is a hard part for many. Will we actively recognize the changes that we need to make and actually do them? Changing is the action part. Um, a lot of people, they have New Year's resolutions, for instance. They have the best of intentions. They have all these different things, and then they go and they make a change and they start going to the gym, but they don't follow through. Do they actually change? Does it become a habit? That kind of ties into our very next one, which is commit. Commitment is extremely difficult. I realize that. Old habits are hard to break. New habits are hard to develop. And many times we need a coach, or we need someone that's an accountability partner to ensure that we are able to commit and follow through with that. And the last part is connection. What do we all seek when we talk about these different things and as it relates to transformation? It's about connection. At the end of the day, what do we really want in our hearts? I believe it's connection. That's why Facebook's a phenomenon. But that's kind of more of I'll call it an AI connection. It's not real connection. People want to connect personally, face to face, eye to eye. And that's part of the reason I actually did this video, quite frankly. And I know that there's some irony there, but we seek to connect. And I think that when you look at these 7 C's together again, and I'll read them off one more time, it's about courage, it's about conviction, it's about canceling out toxic types of things, creating, changing, committing, and then also connection. So I hope this video has been informative for you. Right now, I'm just trying to give you this message so that you understand a little bit about each one of these different components and characteristics I call the 7 C's that can get you to the transformation that you want to get to. So I want to thank you for watching this short video. There's so many more things I want to share with you and talk to you about as it relates to strategies and insights and initiatives that we're going to be working on. But again, I want to thank you for watching. I hope this has been informative. Like I said, please follow, share, like, and also comment. Can't wait to hear what y'all have to say about this. And I look forward to seeing you in our next show that I'm going to be calling The Realer Deal. It's all about authenticity. It's about getting authentic. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you next time.